Once upon a time, Amadeus the Wizard was waking up in a cottage high up in the mountains. He was far, far away from home, attending a wizarding conference with his fellow wizards. And that morning, he decided a trip to the mailbox was in order, even if this box was located at a very inconvenient distance.
Time to find that mailbox. A letter for me? Dear Amadeus the Wizard, we require you for a mission of the utmost urgency.
You must find the missing Prince Selius, a ward of the Astral Academy. He has vanished under mysterious and troublesome circumstances.
Me? Too unpredictable to learn spellcraft? I am going to learn magic.
The second of our enchanted heroes was Pontius the Knight. Just before the quest was about to begin, Pontius was out and about with his duties, and to that end, he was headed towards the cursed manor. The derelict manor had once belonged to a recently departed knight. After his funeral, the knight had returned from the grave, undead and bitterly wrathful, and troubling to his neighbors. But Pontius had come to take care of the matter, armed with a sword, a shield, and the hope that there would be pie after his task was over.
Here I am, you blighted ghoul!
Then come. Let us do battle.
Oh, a letter addressed to Sir Pontius. Well, I'll be. That's me!
Good Sir Pontius the Knight, hero of Trine. We have an unfortunate case of a missing prince, but we trust with your extraordinary skills, you'll find him swiftly.
Within a dream you summon your shadow. Recite this spell and watch it grow.
Prince Selius has some talent for magic, but some time ago he was involved in an accident using his powers. So he is to be treated firmly, but gently.
Our last hero was Zoya. Like Amadeus and Pontius, she was also enchanted with the mystical powers of Trine. Fate and fortune had brought her to a city overrun by merry revelry, but cheerful festivities were the last thing on Zoya's mind. As the quest was about to begin, Zoya had been up all night, doing things becoming to her secretive nature. Perhaps not all of those things she was up to were appropriate for a hero. While the whole city was busy celebrating, Zoya was sneaking about with mischievous intent. An entirely honest entrepreneur would perhaps have chosen a door for their exit. While she was on her way to the masquerade, Zoya happened upon a place that brought back memories. The town's orphanage.
At least no one's around to see this new low.
Dear Zoya, prestigious hero, savior of the kingdom, we need you to bring Prince Selius back to the care of the Astral Academy. As long as he's out there alone, the prince is in certain danger.
Those shadows. Oh, it was just a nightmare.
Awaiting news of your success, Wilhelmina, Wizardess of the Astral Academy and representative of the Grand Council.
The many letters sent by the Master Wizardess directed our three heroes to a rocky and wind-beaten heath. There they were to search for Selius, the mysteriously vanished prince. But before the quest could begin, it was time to meet old friends. At last, the enchanted heroes of Trine were together again.
It wasn't us. It was the wolves.
We're only here to help, Mom.
Sorry about the mess. Please don't kill us.
To the heroes' surprise, the eagle offered them some unexpected help.
I think she wants us to hop on her back. Oh, I could get used to traveling in luxury like this.
With this speed, we'll catch up with the prince in no time.
Look! The ruined castle is out there!
Any chance you'd fly us all the way? No? Oh well.
You must be the prince we're looking for. Good thing, too. I was afraid you'd been eaten by wolves.
What do you want with me?
We're taking you to the safety of the Astral Academy.
What? I'm not going back there.
You think we'd leave you alone in the middle of nowhere here?
Look, I don't care if you're a prince or a pig keeper. You're coming with us.
I'm not a child
To be told what to do.
Not again.
The prince ran off.
Then we must follow him!
Ugh, I say we knock him unconscious and carry him back to the Astral Academy.
The overgrown, long-abandoned garden had once surrounded and protected a castle within. Now the heroes would have to pursue the runaway prince through its forlorn pathways.
Prince Selius, stop running away!
Go back and tell the wizards I still wear their useless talisman, if they're worried about that.
And what does this talisman do?
It's to separate dream and reality, but it's too weak, as you must have noticed.
Having at last made their way through the thorny garden, our heroes found the remains of what had once been a majestic castle. But now, Dark clouds hung over its grandeur, and the prince's nightmares were sure to lurk in every shadow.
Ah, at last.
It must be upsetting to see what happened here while you were away.
What do you mean, while I was away? My nightmares ruined this castle. It's why I was sent away and locked up in the dungeons of the Astral Academy. Didn't you know?
Oh.
It's best you let me go.
We leave no prince behind.
Look, there's no way out, so how about you come back to the academy with us, nice and quiet?
You're wrong. There's one way out of here.
Cornered by the heroes in the depths of the ruined castle, Prince Selius had broken his dream talisman. To the heroes' surprise, the young prince then vanished, quite literally. But no one had expected that the heroes would also be swept along by Selius's strange magic.
Well, I'll be.
Amadeus, where the heck are we?
I think we're in the prince's dream. Oh dear.
Let's get to work, you lazy little whelp. Finally! But wait! Now the cauldron is heating up too much!
My family left me with nothing. No forwarding address, no letter, not even a postcard. They were more worried about the cat than me.
Well, sometimes families are complicated. Wait, where are you going now?
I'll know when I get there.
Is that wise?
Much better than being locked up in the Astral Academy.
But we're on a mission to get you back there.
Ha! What do you care? You so-called heroes are only the wizard's henchmen, and I am done with them like I am done with the three of you.
The prince's dream had given the heroes some insight to what was troubling young Selius. Once the dream ended, the heroes woke up at the edge of a forest with the pale moon shining on them. They spied a narrow trail leading into the dark forest. In the distance, the nightmare wolves kept howling. The heroes followed the distant cry of help. It sounded like a friendly denizen of the forest in need of assistance.
Oh my goodness! My nightmares came to life and ran me out of my house. The only thing I'm worried about is my research journal. Could you heroes please recover it for me?
I'd like a favor in return for this, but I'm not holding my breath.
My journal, thank you. While you were down there, a little bird tweeted that my no-good neighbor is having trouble as well. I think the Nightmare Prince went his way.
The heroes continued their pursuit of the Nightmare Prince, but the trail was growing cold, and there was no prince to be found. In the glow of the late morning sun, the heroes stumbled upon a birch grove, where more nightmares were working their mischief.
Oh, strangers, please help me. Nightmarish creatures have taken over my garden and are destroying everything. If you could recover the seeds from my most beloved flowers, I could grow them again.
We're glad to be of assistance. We'll look for the seeds while we're out searching for our missing prince.
Oh, thank you. This is too kind. I can never thank you enough. If you are looking for the Nightmare Prince, I think he was headed towards the Northern Lakes.
The heroes took the hedgehog's advice and followed a path leading to the Northern Lakes. The prince was nowhere in sight, yet it seemed his influence had taken over the forest quite thoroughly. Wherever the heroes pursued the prince, the nightmares of the woodland creatures were all coming to life.
Your uncontrolled magic is taking over the forest with nightmares.
Unless you intend to bury yourself under a mountain, there's no safe place for you in this kingdom.
Your Highness, there's no other choice. You have to come with us.
Let's see what other nightmares the three of you hide in your hearts.
What are you afraid of, Sir Knight?
Sir Pontius is a fraud.
He wouldn't be a knight if it wasn't for the enchanted powers he came to by accident.
Let's take back his cloak and show him and his friends their true place in the dirt.
You know, we're not saving a prince anymore. Selius is turning into a villain. And you know what we do with villains.
Zoya is right. If we can't save the prince,
we're going to have to fight him?
What had begun as a simple quest to retrieve a missing prince was now turning into a much darker tale. Distressed by their last encounter with Selius, the heroes continued their dogged pursuit into the wild woodlands. But as night grew closer, there was no sight nor sound of Selius, and the heroes found themselves dreadfully lost.
In exchange for you helping my friend, the sea, I'll give you some of my magic. Take it to my brother in the Blueberry Forest. He'll know what to do with it.
Oh, thank you. Without your assistance, we'd surely be lost.
Kindness begets kindness, heroes.
A fishy creature of the marshlands had surprised the heroes with her assistance. They had been given a vial containing a little bit of magic, but they didn't yet know what to do with it. Following the mermaid's advice, Amadeus, Pontius, and Zoya made their way to the Blueberry Forest.
Thank you for your help protecting our woodland friends. In return, I will give you a little bit of magic. But it is not enough to break the curse on the Nightmare Prince. For that, you need to complete the potion. Seek out my oldest sister in the fairy forest.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Trine.
The last of the woodland spirits the heroes were to meet lived in an enchanted nook of the forest. They pressed on, hoping to finally find a way to help the shadow-ridden prince.
What a dark nook this is.
It reminds me of how all those nightmares jump out of the shadows whenever Prince Selius is around.
Shh, would you two please stop talking about the nightmares already?
Why? Afraid of something.
What?
Pathetic!
Greetings, heroes. I will complete the potion for you. It should cure the Nightmare Prince of what ails him.
Thank you so much, miss.
Oh, good. I'm so glad we'll have no reason to fight the poor boy.
Once we make sure he drinks it all.
Amadeus, Pontius, and Zoya pursued Selius again with renewed vigor, now in possession of a chance to help the lost prince. If the prince could be cured of his curse, there'd be no more danger of having to fight him, which had been a distressing prospect to all three of our heroes. They followed Selius's trail by pursuing the numerous nightmares he had summoned in his wake. And so, they found themselves at the snow-topped heights.
I'm fine. I don't need your help.
But, Your Highness, we have retrieved a magical potion for you.
It'll help with your nightmares.
Oh, all right. I'll try it. Although I doubt it'll be of any use. Let's find a place where these paths meet. It looks like liquid light. What sort of idiots are you? This isn't suppressing my magic. It's making it more powerful.
Another dream.
The heroes chased the vanishing prince into the dream portal. Before the prince had been pulled through, he declared the magic potion had fortified his powers of manifesting dreams. This meant that Selius's nightmares were becoming fiercer and darker as well.
His dreams have certainly turned darker.
Well done, heroes. Thanks to that potion, I am feeling well again, and my magic is stronger than ever. Your quest is now over. And if the three of you could do me a favor and dream of a place you'd like to go, we can end this story at last.
We'd like to take a look around your amazing memory of the Astral Academy for a while longer.
Then do. It's not as if I have anything to hide.
Please, help me!
Don't worry. I will.
After the prince's nightmare ended, the heroes found themselves back in the snow-covered mountains. It seemed unlikely that the prince and his strange shadow twin could have gone far. And so, the heroes decided to venture into the depths of the nearby forgotten cavernous tombs.
Thanks. Do you know the way out?
No disrespect, Mr. Prince, but it's time you took a stand. Do you know how to fight?
What? Fight my own shadow? How?
What about the potion of light? Shadows usually aren't too keen on that.
Won't drinking that make him stronger too?
Well, it's a gambit, but it's that or politely asking your shadow to go away.
I'm pretty sure this is a terrible idea.
We usually work our way up from terrible ideas.
Ah, so we are to engage toe-to-toe.
The heroes are right. I have to stop running from you.
So you've learned to dream of light, but you do know, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadows. And we all know from the natural order of things, either there is light and darkness, or just darkness. Either way, the shadows win.
Heroes now needed to encourage Selius to fight his own shadow, which he had himself summoned using his father's spellbooks. And here was the problem. What could the three heroes do for Selius, if only the prince himself could defeat this villain? And what sort of nightmares did the shadow have in store for them all?
And despite all that, I'm still not dead. Shall we go another round? I have all the time in the world. You foolish boy. Your light cannot harm me.
The light isn't for you. It's for me.
No, wait! Don't take me back! You'll regret this! Think how you'll have to guard me day and night! I'll poison your thoughts!
Nothing worse than what you've already put me through. Well, thank you for returning me to my imprisoned stay at the Astral Academy.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be much more lenient with how much you've learned during this journey.
Yes. Maybe they'll only lock me up at night.
Sounds like progress to me.
I wish I could reward you all somehow, but I don't have anything.
Don't worry about it. Good luck.
What an adventure. It was nice to be of help to someone. Not just, skeleton deconstruction.
I see what you mean. And I agree. Lifting someone up instead of putting down goblins.
Oh, that reminds me. I have a pie-eating contest to get to.
Sounds like we're ready to head our own ways again.
Who knows what kind of trouble will find us next? Maybe an army of enraged, enchanted hogs?
No, I think those already got taken care of.
Until we meet again.